Hey guys, from super sunny and sweltering hot Las Vegas. It is 5 o'clock in the evening here, and I have been running my butt off all day. I had a doctor appointment first thing this morning. I hate mornings, it makes me crazy. And an interesting thing happened at the doctor's office today that I really wanted to share with you guys. Um, my doctor, who I actually know on a personal level also, she had me perform at her Christmas party, has had her doctor for 30 some years. Okay, my doctor's 63. Um, and when I came in today, she came in the room and she closed the door and she said, "Do you still have your support group?" And I said, "The fibro support group?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I'm on YouTube now. I'm not doing Facebook anymore, but yeah, it is like an interactive, it's a support group online." And I said, "Why? What's going on?" And she just broke. And I said, "You were diagnosed with fibro." And she just nodded her head. And so I gave her a hug, and of course by that time I was crying too, because nobody cries alone when I'm in the same room. As soon as I see somebody hurting, I hurt too. Like, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Is everything okay? I'm so sorry you're hurting." I can't stand it when somebody is hurting. I can't stand it. And so anyway, yeah, she was diagnosed, and she's gonna kind of incognito it, but she'll be subscribing if she hasn't already. I don't know, to my page. And she said, "Yeah, I feel like the rug has just been ripped out from under me." She said, "I thought I knew what it was about being a doctor." And she said, "I've never felt this horrible in my entire life." And I said, "And that's why I told you, what I always say is people don't get it until they get it." And what I mean by that is you don't understand what we go through until you get fibro or a chronic pain, disease or illness. They don't understand what we go through. They try, but they can't picture it until it happens to them. So, she wanted to go out to lunch with me tomorrow and talk. And I said, "Oh, my ponytails are drooping." I have Princess Sprout tomorrow, so I can't go to lunch tomorrow, but we're gonna go to lunch this weekend. And I said, "Really?" She said, "I just want to pick your brain." And I was like, "There's not much left in my brain." And then she asked me, "Did your math skills ever come back?" And I said, "No, they didn't." And she's noticed that already. She said it's very hard for her to figure out like how the dosages work, how many tablets somebody will need for the month. And I said, "You have your calculator and you'll be fine." And she said, "No, I know. I've been having to use it." But she said, it's embarrassing and humiliating for me to use it." I know. I owned a business. I homeschooled my kids. I know how embarrassing and humiliating it is to not be able to do simple addition anymore. It's horrible. And it's something that we live with and we overcome. We find ways. The other thing that she wanted to talk to me about was the sun on my skin with the lupus. It was, I think I told you guys that every time like I go out to water the garden with Princess Sprout, I start getting hives all over from the sun, and then I start scratching and they turn into little blisters. And it was on like my arms and my shoulders, but now it's moved to my face. And so that's actually, it's like more concerning, I guess, for other people than it has been for me. Like I have a lot of makeup on to cover it up, but tomorrow when I get up, I won't put my makeup on before I shoot a video, and I'll let you guys see. It's pretty pretty hideous, and it's pretty embarrassing, because people. I always wonder if people think like, "Ew, what's the matter with you?" I'm like, it's the sun, fuck you. Stop staring at me. But, you know, again, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I can cover it with makeup. I can, stay out of the sun. I've tried to stay out of the sun. But as soon as, she asks, can I go water my baby plants? How can I say no, So I went out and I got a hat today, and, hopefully that'll help some, but I'm supposed to take like an Allegra or something like 30 minutes before I go out into the sun, because it's apparently what it's doing is it's having, like, my body releases histamines, and it's like a sun allergy, but it's from the lupus. So anyway, but yeah, going back to her situation, we can all remember that day when we were diagnosed, and you hear those words like fibromyalgia, and it's a chronic pain condition, and no cure, and how devastating that was, and then you start questioning yourself, like, can I live with this? How long can I live like this? Because I don't want to live like this, and I want this to be forever. And it's like, when they talked about me and lupus, and I was like, no, I don't want that, thanks. No, thank you, gotta go. And, oh, you're so funny, get back here, we're doing lab work. Shit. So, yeah, it absolutely made me travel back in time and remember my own diagnosis, and, just be overwhelmed with empathy for her, because I knew exactly where her mindset was. So, and she said her doctor talked to her about Lyrica, and I was like, Dad, don't do Lyrica. And she said, what do you have against Lyrica? And I said, that's when I got up to 325 pounds was on Lyrica. And she's just like, oh shit, no Lyrica. I was like, yeah, don't do it. So we're gonna talk about, some things this weekend. And like I said, I haven't even checked. I don't know if she's joined already. I've been really busy today, so I don't know if she's joined already or not. But yeah, my own doctor will be part of our channel. So anyway, oh, uh, y'all add me on Snapchat. It's Renee M1970. The year that I was born, I figured I might not forget that. I could. But yeah, add me on Snapchat. Because I've really been playing around with that a lot. I really don't know how it works all yet, but it's been a lot of fun, because, like, I don't know, just like today at the drugstore, I'm like, oh, hey, everybody, blah, blah, blah. And I had no idea who I'm even talking to. So anyway, guys, love you. Have a nice night.